Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope everybody's had a wonderful day. Y'all, it's hot outside. I don't know about y'all, but we complained back when we had our little snow and our little ice and everything, but hey, we making up for it now. It is nice and hot. So if you have been waiting on summer and you are in Arkansas, I think summer made an early appearance. I don't know what date it's supposed to be the first day, but honey, I think it started last week because the weekend was extremely warm. We had to be outside for a service that I worked in. Oh my God, you talking about hot out there. It was like walking around in a sauna. Now, you see my hair tonight is a little bit fluffy because when the humidity hits it, you should have saw it Saturday. I look like a chia. I always say I look like a chocolate chia pet because my hair gets about this big when the humidity hits it. So, I had big hair on Saturday. So, welcome to the show tonight. My name is Wonderlo. This is the latest Sound with Wonderlo. I am so happy to be on tonight to spend some time with you. For some reason, I feel like I've been gone somewhere. Last week, I did the show, but I did it from my personal page because I actually cooked last week, and I didn't have a guest. I was my own guest again. So, I feel like I ran off and left y'all for a week, and then I'm just coming back or something. So. Mama apologizes for walking away for just a minute and doing something different, but I'll try to stick to the normal routine from here on out. Hey, if you haven't already, please like and share and subscribe. Like and share on Facebook. If you haven't, go over to the latest Sound with Wonderlo and like the page, follow us, and then share the videos, watch them. It's a whole bunch of them. Been doing this for almost 3 years now, so. Actually, it is 3 years. Oh my God. Y'all, it's 3 years this month. I forgot. Isn't that funny? I forgot my own anniversary. That is shameful. I'm so embarrassed. Last week it's 3 years. I've been doing this for 3 years. And I forgot all about it. But anyway, congratulations to me. That just shows you. I told y'all 53 kicks in every once in a while. And I forget simple stuff. But I honestly forgot. This month makes 3 years I've been doing the show. I started in June of 2018. That means I have to get a shout out to my radio station I started with. And I started with, okay, how about my mind just went blank? And I know good and well where I started, y'all. Veronica Ayers, if you're watching, please, you know what I'm talking about. You and Chris Johnson, Brother Jamon, thank you so much. Why can y'all, my mind, I'm having brain farts. I cannot remember the name of the doggone station. That is crazy. But anyway, before the show is over tonight, I'm going to remember the name of it. I'm going to say it and make sure that they know that I so appreciate the start. Larry Bennett was a huge influence in me doing the show. After doing one of his shows, I kind of told him, hey, I want to do a radio show. And he was like, what are you waiting for? Thank you, Brian. KJB. Thank you. See, good friends will say you every time. Thank you so much, baby. Because I'm sitting here going, oh my God, why can I not remember the call letters? KJBN, y'all. So thank you to the folks over at KJBN, Veronica Ayers, Brother Jamon, Chris Johnson, and Larry Bennett for being so supportive and helping me get the show started. Those 3 years ago. And then thank you now for continuing to be supportive and watching every week or watching the replays. However you're doing that, I appreciate it. Like I said, like and share on Facebook. Also go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you hit the little bell up there so that you get notifications when new shows are posted. And I keep promising to go over and actually shoot from YouTube one night, and I'm going to have to do that. I need to grow that audience. So make sure that you do that for me. So this is probably going to be a little bit late than I would have done it last week, but congratulations to all of the graduates. I've been seeing signs all over town. Everybody just had graduations in the last, about the last 3 weeks or so. So if you are a recent graduate or you're the parent or grandparent, friend, brother, sister, cousin of a recent graduate, thank you for supporting them through high school, through college, through whatever it is that they were able to finish in that and to make that accomplishment. I think a lot of times we don't celebrate those things well enough or big enough in our lives, and we have to do that because it means something, especially with kids having been out of school or regular school for the last 2 years and dealing with COVID. So congratulations to all those graduates, whether you were graduated from high school, preschool, college, or wherever it was. Congratulations to you. This next thing is kind of a sticky subject for me. And I'm bringing it up because, again, this week somebody brought it up to me, and then actually a couple people did. Let me just say this. I believe that COVID is real. I believe that people are dying. I believe that people are getting sick, and I do believe that it is a dangerous thing. But there are some of us who have decided not to get the vaccines, not to get the shots. And it is our decision. Stop trying to shame folks, guilt folks, and convince people to do things that are against what they believe or what they feel. If you were one of the folks that decided to get the vaccine, to get the shots, more power to you. God bless you. That's your business. That was your option. But for those of us who have decided not to, I refuse to allow anybody to ever make me feel uncomfortable about a decision I made about my health and my condition. And I hope that there are people out there that understand when you do that, you're forcing your opinions or your beliefs on somebody else. And what you do with your body is your business. What I do with mine is mine. And if I've decided that that's not a good thing for me because I do have pre-existing health conditions and because the science is showing that it does make those particular conditions worse, so I've decided not to get those shots, I need you to stay out my business, stay out my face, leave me alone, go about your business. And if you want to go get it, get it. I see nothing wrong with you getting a shot if that's what you so choose to do. But stop trying to shame those of us who have decided not to. Just like it's your choice to get it, it's our choice not to get it. Now, that's my whole sermon. I'm going to stick with that. Take that how you want it. That's what it is. Now, let's go on past that. Now, the next thing I want to say is let's continue to pray for the people around the state who were affected by all of the flooding last week. Most of you know that Dumas is, and when you hear me talk about where I'm from, you hear me say Dumas, Gould, and Grady, all three of my hometowns. Where Dumas was harshly, tremendously affected by the flooding last week. So let's continue to pray for those folks and pray for our hometown and pray for our friends and our families that are dealing with the flooding and the conditions, and hopefully things are starting to dry up, and maybe the weather is starting to agree, and maybe the hot, it's been hot and dry for the last couple of days here. Maybe that'll spread there, and that water can recede, and people can kind of get back to normal and try to recover, some of the things. We all know that storms of any kind that cause any kind of damage, whether it be flooding or tornadoes or whatever it is, that's a lot of damage, and that's a lot of traumatic experiences for those folks that have to deal with that. So let's just continue to pray for everybody that was affected by the flood and all around the state. But I always mention Dumas because that's my main hometown, where I was born and where I'm from. So continue to support those folks. Let's see what else I got on my list. Oh, I have to say this, and I have to show y'all this. Got this in the mail today. I don't know if y'all can see that path. Thank you. Every once in a while, I have these two ladies on, and sometimes both of them, one of them, however. But Cassandra Vincent and Haley, they are PATH folks, employees. And when I tell you, awesome ladies that provide some of the best information that kind of keep us up to date with what's going on in the sex trafficking and all those different things, and how we can help educate folks and how we can help keep people safe. They come on and they share that information. So I got a thank you note from them today. And I'm going to tell y'all something, a secret about me that y'all don't know. I quit every week. I quit this show literally every freaking week. Every week I said, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. And I get a call. I get a card. I get an email. I get a text message. I get a messenger. I get something going, hey, let's do a show on this or let's do a show on that. And guess what? I come back the next week. And today was one of those days because I was tired. And I got this card and I went, okay, so I'll do another show next week. So, like I said, every week I quit, but when I get stuff like this with people saying thank you, and she said, thank you for always including us in your segments. We talk about hard stuff, but it's always a good time with you. Stuff like that makes me go, okay, I got another show in me. I can come find another topic. I can find some more guests because I told y'all one time before, I'm a one-woman production crew. So I come up with the shows, I find the guests, I do all of the work around just being online. And I know most people go, well, all you do is just sit in front of the camera and go live. Yeah, but you got to get people scheduled. You got to find folks. You got to have topics. There's a lot of the other stuff that goes into doing this, not just getting online and talking. So when I get letters like that from some of my past guests and some of my friends, it makes me feel good and it makes me want to keep going. So thank you, ladies. I love y'all. Appreciate you so much. We'll make sure we have you back on soon because I know that we're getting into the summer months and there's some things that happen differently throughout the year with trafficking. So we'll make sure that we get you back in soon and talk about that. Now, if you would like to support PATH, and I hope that you will, they're having what's called the July PATH sale, and it's going to be July 9th through 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and it's going to be at 25 Collins Industrial Place in North Little Rock. So it's like a huge yard sale. They're going to have cookout, face painting for the kids. They're going to have a lot of activities. Please, if you're in the area, or even if you're not, it's on a Saturday, go over and try to help them out because they're raising money to help the victims of trafficking. Now, let's do fun news because I think there was a lot of heavy stuff. So, how many of you all remember Bookman from Good Times? Everybody should remember Buffalo, but Bookman, well, guess what? Bookman turned 84 years old on June 11th. So, happy birthday, belated birthday, Mr. Bookman, and which his name is actually Johnny Brown. We can't call him man Bookman all his life. His name is Johnny Brown. He played Bookman on TV on Good Times. So, happy birthday to Mr. Johnny Brown. Just saw this today because I told y'all I'm on a diet from the news. And I made the mistake of earlier today scrolling through my phone and looking at the little tabs that show you all of the things that are going on. And now I wish I hadn't because all of it was just murder, kill, serial killer, murder, and it's too much. So I'm going back on my news diet again. I won't be watching anything anytime soon. But this one I thought was good. Queen Latifah will be honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award on the upcoming 2021 BET Awards. Now, normally I do not watch award shows, but Queen Latifah is my girl. I promise I look just like her. And don't y'all tell me I don't, I'll fight you. But anyway, she's getting Lifetime Achievement Award on the upcoming BET Awards. So I think I will watch that. So let's see. Next week, make sure you all tune in. We're going to be talking about sickle cell. And I'll have a young lady in a group on, and they're going to be giving us some information on what sickle cell is, how we're affected, how it affects our community, how it affects our health, and some of the things that we can do and how we can help bring more awareness and education to our families about sickle cell. So make sure you tune back in next Tuesday. No, day is the 15th. So next Tuesday is the 22nd. Y'all are surprised I know that. I'm surprised I know that too, because y'all know I'll never have dates right. So next Tuesday, June the 22nd, make sure you tune in and catch that show so that you can learn more about sickle cell. Whew. Okay. Now, since I did miss this last week, happy birthday to all of the June babies. Hope y'all are having a wonderful time. Celebrate for the whole month. You know, you don't celebrate birthdays anymore for one day. Hey, take the whole month. I do it every year. All of February. And then some of March. I'm a little greedy. But take the whole month. Celebrate yourself. Hope that you have a wonderful birthday and everything goes well for you. Now, I think I covered all of my housekeeping stuff. So, I'm not even introducing my guest for tonight. He's my unofficial co-host. And he's been on several times. As soon as I show you his face, you're going to be like, oh, I know him. So I will say this. He's going to tell us some more about Juneteenth tonight. You know, Juneteenth is coming up, and it's coming up starting the 16th, starting tomorrow. So Brian Rodgers with Mosaic Temple Cultural Center in Little Rock is here to talk to us about Juneteenth. So welcome, Brian, back to the latest lounge. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I was shocked as you were to learn that it's my 2-year anniversary on the show.
See, I told you, it's things that I remember, and I'm going, wait a minute, something is different this month. And it did not dawn on me that this month makes 3 years I've been doing this show. And yep, and 2 years for you. So that's why I say you my unofficial co-host. You've been on so many times. So let's talk Juneteenth, and each year we have to have you to do the history lesson so that folks that might be watching or they catch the replay, if they don't know exactly what Juneteenth is, then you try to kind of tell them a little bit about that.
Okay, Juneteenth is the annual commemoration of the arrival of Union General Major Gordon Granger into Galveston Bay on June 19th, 1865. And he issued Field Order Number 3, which which let the enslaved, the 250,000 people who were still in bondage in Texas know that they had been freed by the Emancipation Proclamation. So yeah, that's what it did. Now, Field Order Number 3 also told them, stay on the plantation you were living on. Don't just go wandering off. Make arrangements with your former owner to earn wages for your work, and that's what they wanted them to do. Excuse me, was to stay on the plantation, continue to work, because everybody in the power structure of America, the slave owners, the New York financiers, the New England textile mills, they were all dependent upon slave labor for their income. So the slave owners, of course, they made money from selling the raw cotton, but the textile mills took that raw cotton and converted it into fabric. And then the bankers in New York funded the purchasing of slaves. So it was a national thing. It just wasn't confined to the South. There may have not been any slaves in the North, or very few, but there was still money being made off of the institution of slavery in the northern part of the country in the 1860s.
Okay. So what are some of the traditional ways that people have celebrated Juneteenth?
Interestingly enough, they celebrate similar to the way we celebrate. There were bands and music, there were parades, barbecues. But the one thing that they did that we didn't do is that, according to the newspapers, all the leading men of the race would go and give speeches at different churches around the city. And people would come out to hear these men read the the Emancipation Proclamation, give speeches, and do things like that. It was kind of an oratorical competition that they would do, and we don't do that today. But other than that, it was pretty similar.
Now, I know we talked last year about, like you said, pretty similar to how we celebrate now. We talked about some of the foods and some of the traditions and some of the other things that people do. Talking, you know me, I love to eat. So, I'm always asking what food is associated with the event.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this before. It's pretty much anything that's red. So watermelon, strawberries, red drink, barbecue. And interestingly enough, the thing with watermelon is that at the end of, number one, it's mid watermelon. It's like the height of watermelon season in mid-June. But African Americans, as soon as, when slavery ended, one of the ways that they tried to become financially independent was growing and selling watermelons because, they're pretty easy to grow. However, out of that sprang some of the nasty stereotypes that we have now about watermelons being nasty and lazy because they were easy to grow. So the people who were creating these stereotypes considered that to be lazy because they weren't in the fields, tilling and hoeing the watermelons all day. And so you see watermelons crop up as part of the tradition of Juneteenth.
So let's talk. Now, I know I watched, I think it's called How on the Hog. It was a Netflix series the other night. And I want to say in one of the episodes, they talked about different foods that they make for Juneteenth. And the young lady was talking about red velvet cake and Why is it the only thing I always remember? I love red velvet
Yeah,
cake.
and red velvet cake, the red food coloring
Hmm.
symbolizes the oppression and the death and the hardships that the enslaved went through, as well as hibiscus tea, which was a tea that the
Yes.
Africans drank in West Africa that somehow came over with them.
Hmm. Now, remember, I do remember her talking about that also. So yeah, that was a good one too, because it was. I remember thinking I didn't realize, that was part of the tradition. And I know
Yeah.
that she did have red drink, and she had. I wish I could remember everything that they made, but pretty much everything was something built around something being red. So again, I like red velvet cake, so that's stuck in my head. And I remember her talking about hibiscus tea. Okay, so talk about some of the festivities around that you're going to be doing this year. What can we expect from
So
uh,
this year we're doing
2024?
this year we're doing a 4-day celebration instead of our traditional 1-day celebration.
Okay.
And day one starts on tomorrow at 1 p.m. There'll be a live stream video on our Facebook page that'll last approximately an hour. It includes some poets, some musical performances, and some other things. But that night, starting at 7, we have a panel discussion with um, it's about the community, and it features Ron Davis, Raven Cook, Dr. Fashay Anderson, and Scott Hamilton from the Urban League. And I'll be
Hmm.
asking them questions about the state of the Black community in Central Arkansas.
Okay.
And then on Tuesday, we have a panel discussion about health and wellness. I'm sorry. You got to forgive me. I don't know what day it is. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. I've been working on Juneteenth. But on
Mhm.
Thursday, we have a panel about African American health and COVID, both physically and mentally health. Right,
Okay.
and we're having a panel discussion with Sharonda Love from the Arkansas Health Department, Michael Murray. Um, yeah, just is gone. But they're going to talk about Charmaine Beasley from
Hmm.
her counseling. They're going to talk about how we can get past some of these blocks that living underwater, living through a pandemic has put us under.
Hmm.
And then Friday is Black Business. We'll talk about making the most of your personal network. And then on Saturday, we're going to do our music day with, proclamations from the governor and the mayor's office, as well as, uh, different live stream performances from Lashina Gordon and Off the Cuff,
Hmm.
um, the Akeem Kemp Band, um, Rodney Block, Bijoux, Big John Miller Band. So they'll
Okay.
be performing live in the museum. But we're asking that a lot of people not come because we want to maintain social distancing, but we don't want to kick anybody out. It's kind of where we
Hmm.
are.
So now, in the past, I know there's been booths and stuff set up outside on the street. Will you have that again this year?
No, we're not going to do that this year because we're going virtual. There are several other activities or things going on that day that focus around Juneteenth, but
Hmm.
we're not associated with any of them.
Okay. Okay. Well, shoot, I was looking forward to seeing going. Well, that means I don't get to get what was that stuff I was eating that one year? Either somebody it was a cake contest, something. I don't remember what it was. I know I was eating. But I'm gonna find the food if I find
Right,
it.
right.
Okay, so everything is online. Are you having vendors gonna be online or will it be in
No, no, we're just gonna, see what happens with just our live stream and our recorded sessions and see
okay,
how that goes.
okay. So just give everybody those dates again, so they'll know
Sure.
how to actually get on.
June 16th through June 19th, African Americans coming. We want you to come out and view our broadcast. It'll be live streamed via Facebook.
Hmm.
Um, we're actually going to be recording here in the museum this year. So the live music will be going on in the museum. We recognize that some people may show up, so we've kind of set up a little room with a TV where they can watch the live stream of the event.
Okay.
Um, so to find out more information, and go to our website, mosaictemplarcenter.com. Call us at 501-683-3593, go to our face page at Mosaic Templars to sign up for anything that may be going on. We're giving away some bags for the kids that include some different products, but you can sign up on the website and and check us out on Facebook Live starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I tell you what, we're not going to hold folks long tonight because that's all the information we need to give. So thank you for that. Hopefully everybody will tune in and they'll be able to join in on Juneteenth virtually. I know everybody, and I'm probably one of those folks too. We miss kind of being able to go out, but hopefully next year.
Yeah, go where you want to, when you want to.
Yeah. Hopefully next year things will be back. And I don't like to say back to normal because I don't really want them to be back to normal. But hopefully we'll be in a place where, health is not such a big concern and we can't get out and mingle. And we can't go back to having our outdoor events and being able to see everybody and see the vendors and get food. I'm always
yeah.
but be able to do that again next year. So make sure that you all tune in. If you need more information, like Brian said, go to the Mosaic Templars Facebook page and I'll let you know dates and times. I'll be sharing the link on my page, of course, and just look it up and make sure that you tune in and join them. I think that everything's going to be great. I looked at something you did not too long ago, and I can't remember. I'll tell you what, the 53 boys kicking my butt. Because it's stuff I know I should and it just be like, gone. But an event you did not long ago that was virtual that was really good that I sat in on. So I'm knowing that what you do for Juneteenth is going to be good as well. So
yeah, I'm working on putting videos together tonight. I've been doing this for like the past week, editing videos and putting them together in a format that we can use.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight and just giving us a little tidbit about Juneteenth. Again, make sure that you participate. It is June 16th through the 19th. Festivities begin tomorrow at 1 p.m. virtually. Make sure that you tune in. Go to the Facebook page, Mosaic Templars Facebook page to get that link. And hey, tune in and support. We have to continue to support our activities, even though they're virtual, so that when it comes time for us to be together again, we can continue and carry on and it gets bigger and better and we can get all back out there together again. So, Brian, as usual, thank you. Get you some rest, man. I said, get you some rest.
I'm trying, like, you can't imagine, like, I've been going so hard that I brought an air mattress to the office so my son can sleep while I work overnight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I apologize for, as my granny would say, nodding a little bit, but we're gonna get through it.
Look, I told you we went back in the office full time yesterday, and I'm like a little kid coming home from kindergarten. Man, I came in the day and went straight to sleep. I was tired, so it takes some getting used to, and then work around the clock like you've been doing here. You tired? I understand. So I'll let you go, get you some rest. Again, everybody, please tune in to virtual Juneteenth celebration sponsored by Mosaic Templars beginning tomorrow, June 16th at 1 p.m. Make sure that you check their Facebook page for the link. Thank you again, Brian. Get you some rest. And don't be in there all night long trying to work on this stuff. It's going to be what it is. It'll be all right. It's still going to be amazing. You'll have it together.
Yeah. I think that, so often people have thought that, we as a people just halfway do things.
Oh, no.
But, we want to make sure that we're doing things to the best of our abilities so that no one can say that about us. And again, to you and to your audience, I apologize. Sometimes your eyes get heavy and you just can't do nothing about it.
I do understand. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Like I said, come back next week, June 22nd, Tuesday night again, 7 p.m. I'll have some guests on talking about sickle cell. Just instantly, National Sickle Cell Day, I believe, is June 19th. That sounds right, and it could be wrong, but it's coming up. Y'all know I'll never get no date straight. Y'all know this. Y'all already know if I tell you a date, just check behind me. And charge them up. Well, one of them, mind or heart, whichever one of them you want to go.
I found myself saying that a lot this week.
Exactly.
Just charge it to my mind, not my heart.
It ain't my heart. I promise it ain't my heart. It's my mind. But if you are a person dealing with sickle cell, living with sickle cell, God bless you. We're praying for you. Make sure that, take care of each other, take care of yourself. Continue to wear your mask, wash your hands, and social distance. We are not out of the woods just yet. So, hope everybody has a great rest of the evening. I'm going to get off of here. It is time to cook and eat and then take a shower and go to bed. Because y'all see my eyes, it's about shutdown time for me too. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. Brian, as always, thank you so much. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary. Congratulations on my 3. And I will see you all again next Tuesday, same time, same place. Make sure you like and share, subscribe. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate each and every one of you who tune in every week. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.